Following this breaking news out of Oxnard, the body of a teenager has been found there.
We're told the boy matches the description of a teenager missing since Sunday.
This could very well be the sad ending of that missing person investigation. We want to be clear, though, they have not positively identified the person who was found in the bushes here. This is going to be along North Harbor Boulevard in the McGrath State Beach Park. This is just north of Gonzales Road. So that boy, that 13-year-old boy who was reported missing to LAPD on Sunday, was initially believed to be in the city of Lancaster visiting a friend. But then LAPD, during the course of their days-long investigation, they got new intel after collaborating with the FBI. And there are FBI agents actually on scene here as I zoom in on this scene where they're still investigating the body that was found today. But they got new information pointing the investigation in the direction of Oxnard, and that is where they found a body, again, matching the description of that missing 13-year-old boy earlier today. So still unclear what the cause of death is for the person who was found here. And again, no positive identification just yet. We're live in News Chopper 4. Back to you.
Oscar Omar Hernandez was reported missing on Sunday, and today his body was discovered.
Well, the teen's family told that he was visiting someone he knew in Lancaster. Well, now the FBI and LAPD, along with Ventura County Sheriff's Department, are trying to piece together a timeline to figure out how his body ended up here in Oxnard.
No hay palabras, esto no se le deseo a nadie.
An LA County mother left with no words after learning the body of her 13-year-old son, Oscar Omar Hernandez, was discovered on a rural two-lane road in Oxnard on Wednesday. What started as a missing persons investigation, now a homicide investigation.
We believe we've discovered the body of a missing juvenile that was reported missing from the San Fernando Valley area of the city of Los Angeles.
LAPD Deputy Chief Alan Hamilton says the boy was reported missing when he didn't return home on Sunday. Tuesday, LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division took over the case.
This is always a tragedy when we find someone of this age that is deceased, and we, as the Los Angeles Police Department, promise that we are going to follow every lead.
Detectives now trying to figure out a timeline on how the boy made his way from LA County to Ventura County. His mother and sister told NBC4's sister station, Telemundo 52, they last saw Oscar when his father dropped him off at the train station in Pacoima to meet an acquaintance in Lancaster. His sister, Alejandra Hernandez Bautista, says Oscar wanted to take the trip to work on an art project. The sister says she called her brother to check up on him, and the acquaintance answered, saying Oscar's hands were wet from paint, so he couldn't pick up his phone. Later, she says the acquaintance insisted he'd returned Oscar to the train station to head home. She recalls the person couldn't remember exactly where he dropped the teen off. She asked him, how can you not remember if it was day or night? His mother now asking for justice. Deputy Chief Hamilton would not comment on the details of the investigation or the condition of the body, but
I am a dad of 4 boys.
Had a message to pass along to his fellow parents.
The likelihood that something's going to happen is very rare, but parents need to be, and guardians, they need to be very aware of where their children are, what they're doing, and who they're doing it with.
Oscar's mom describes her son as a lovable kid who got along with everyone and had a bright future that was taken away by evil. Now, the detectives believe that the body belongs to the 13-year-old, but they have to wait for official confirmation from the medical examiner's office.
It was a really hard morning this morning at drop-off. Students tell me 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez was in the 7th grade here. Students who didn't even know him personally say that they had heard one of their classmates had gone missing and then was killed. And we saw students across grade levels wearing black today to honor him.
I really feel bad for Oscar Omar because he was only 13. He had a whole life ahead of him. He was very cheerful. He didn't pick up fights nor nothing. I posted everybody wear black tomorrow to show love for Omar.
And why did you post that?
To show love for Omar and to make sure he's not forgotten.
He's a really nice kid. He's very cheerful, and just like if you talk to him, he will talk to you back, and he's really kind. It's just so sad and heartbreaking because you never thought like someone you have known will actually be gone. It was very shocking. My dad is friends with his dad, and when I learned that he got missing, I'm like, I wonder how the family's thinking, because it's very devastating how your child can go missing visiting a friend or something like that.
It's a pride for me.
He was just in my PE class.
What was he like?
He was nice. It sucks. You can't trust nobody. My condolences to the families, and I know it hurts.
A spokesperson with the LA Unified School District sent us the message shared with the Sun Valley Magnet School community. It said in part, "I am saddened to report the recent death of one of our students off campus. On behalf of our entire school community, I want to offer my deepest condolences to those who are impacted by this loss, including the student's family, friends, and school personnel." The district does tell us that crisis counselors are here on campus today to help any student who might need.
Carmen Dickinson live for us in Sun Valley, where she spoke with that family here today. Carmen.
Yes, we spoke with his 3 siblings. We spoke with his mother and his father, and the family actually left a family home here in Sun Valley to head to Oxnard. They're looking to set up a memorial like the one you see here on that same road in Oxnard, where the boy is believed to have been found.
Oscar Omar Hernandez's family shared this video of happier times. A 13-year-old playing soccer. Now they're trying to figure out how that teen, who they describe as a friendly, easygoing young man, may have wound up dead 80 miles from where he was last known to have been.
No lo podemos asimilar.
Oscar Omar's 3 siblings expressing the same feeling. Their little brother didn't deserve this. Originally from Honduras, he had only been living in the U.S. for 3 years. His family says Friday he wanted to go to Lancaster to visit an acquaintance to do some odd jobs for pay. Oscar Omar was also going to make himself a soccer jersey, but his family grew increasingly alarmed when they couldn't reach him. His sister says Oscar Omar was originally from a small community and worries he may have been too trusting. They say they got inconsistent information from the acquaintance Oscar Omar was going to meet, and police say the boy was reported missing Sunday. His sister warns others to keep their children close and not let them go off with unfamiliar people. As LAPD says a person matching Oscar Omar's description was found dead on a rural Oxnard road Wednesday. Neither LAPD nor the FBI, who are assisting in the investigation, will confirm much about what they believe happened.
All we can say is that our investigation led us to this point here in Ventura County, in the unincorporated area of Ventura County. And everything between the time when he became missing and this point is still subject to investigation.
LAUSD confirms the teen attended Sun Valley Magnet School. Today, some students wore black in his honor, as both students and parents tried to wrap their heads around the loss.
It sucks. You can't trust nobody.
It's just so sad and heartbreaking because you never thought like someone you have known will actually be gone.
And at this point, authorities have not released any information about who they believe is responsible or why they think this happened.
And the news that his family and friends were dreading, the 13-year-old boy found dead in Oxnard is Oscar Omar Hernandez. And breaking news, a soccer coach is now being questioned about the disappearance and death of a teenage boy from Sun Valley. He's under arrest, but for an unrelated sexual assault.
The investigative reporter tracked down the criminal charges, and he was in court today as well. He joins us live from the newsroom with new information about this case.
Yeah, according to multiple law enforcement sources, LAPD detectives tracked down that coach Wednesday, questioned him about the death of the 13-year-old, and booked the coach on a warrant for an unrelated attack. Court records we found show 43-year-old Mario Edgardo Garcia Aquino is now facing a single count of assault with intent to commit another felony. According to the arrest warrant filed on Tuesday or Wednesday, that other felony was the attempted rape of a man. The criminal complaint says this happened in February 2024. That case was investigated by the LA County Sheriff's Department. The family of 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez, desperate for answers about what happened to their boy, have told us the teenager was last with Garcia Aquino, who they described as the boy's soccer coach. As for the connection to the investigation into the disappearance, Garcia Aquino has not been named a suspect. The LAPD told me this afternoon he has not been arrested in connection with the Hernandez case and that the investigation is ongoing. The 2024 sexual assault case was a sheriff's investigation, but it was LAPD detectives that made the arrest on Wednesday right after the warrant was issued. The LA County District Attorney's Office has not explained why it waited more than a year to file that sexual assault case or if the timing is in any way connected to the boy's disappearance. Garcia Aquino was supposed to make a court appearance this morning. He didn't. He's now expected to appear Monday on that sexual assault charge. He's being held on $100,000 bail. Back to you.
LA investigators want to know if a trusted person, his soccer coach, knows anything about his death.
This is the soccer field in North Hollywood where Oscar used to play soccer. According to multiple law enforcement sources, LAPD detectives tracked down his soccer coach on Wednesday. They questioned him about Oscar's death and then arrested him for an unrelated attack.
Oscar Omar Hernandez was a 13-year-old soccer player who often played at the Whitsett Fields in North Hollywood. Today, his missing poster is still up at the field 2 days after he was found dead in Ventura County. Now sources tell NBC4 a man questioned in connection with his death has been arrested in a separate alleged sexual assault case. Oscar's family tells NBC4 that man was Oscar's soccer coach. Josue Hernandez said his brother Oscar was a good boy with a lot of friends. His family said he met the soccer coach at the Whitsett Fields a few months ago, where the coach provided individual lessons. His family said the coach wasn't affiliated with any official organization. But family said last week that man invited him to work for pay at his home in Lancaster. Josue said he didn't want his brother to go. He said he told him, "I don't give you permission." But when he got home, Oscar was already gone. Family said they tried to call Oscar repeatedly, but he didn't answer, though a few times they say the coach did. Josue said it seemed like he didn't want to talk to me or anything. Family said Oscar went to Lancaster last Friday. On Sunday, they filed a missing person report. On Tuesday, homicide detectives took over the case. And on Wednesday, LAPD and the FBI found Oscar dead in Oxnard. Last night, family and friends held a vigil in Oxnard and at the family home, remembering this boy who was a student at Sun Valley Magnet School. Amy Castro was his classmate.
He never failed to have a smile on everyone's faces. He was so fun, he was so energetic.
So as the investigation continues, the family remembers happier times while hoping for justice for Oscar.
Again, sources tell NBC4 that Oscar's soccer coach is in custody for an unrelated attack. He has not been arrested in connection with Oscar's death. The Ventura County medical examiner says his official cause of death is not yet known.
The youth soccer coach charged with the murder of a 13-year-old boy faces a judge for the first time since his arrest. If convicted, Mario Garcia Aquino could face the death penalty or life without the possibility of parole.
The victim's family was in the courtroom today.
In court for the first time today, we heard real anger from the family of Oscar Hernandez, the victim's older brother, saying that he was just disgusted that the suspect in this case had been arrested before for allegedly sexually abusing another minor, but was not locked up. And tonight, that suspect is facing even more charges.
In the matter of Mario Garcia Aquino.
The soccer coach accused of sexually assaulting and killing a 13-year-old Sun Valley boy in court for the first time today. The victim's family watching the proceedings.
I wanted to ask him, why did you do it?
The older brother of Oscar Hernandez told KTLA5 he is outraged that the suspect, 43-year-old Mario Garcia Aquino, is an illegal immigrant from El Salvador who was arrested but not charged in 2024 for sexually assaulting another minor boy.
It's incredible. How does the United States, knowing that he has these prior accusations against him, allow him to be out here, free, coaching kids?
Garcia Aquino is charged with killing the 13-year-old Hernandez in Lancaster in late March and then dumping his body on a roadside in Oxnard. He also now faces charges in connection with that 2024 case and just today was charged with the sexual assault of another minor in 2022. Garcia Aquino has been coaching youth travel soccer in the San Fernando Valley for at least 10 years. Hernandez was one of his trainees.
He is a bad man. He would train a lot of kids. So imagine a guy like that training a lot of kids here in the U.S. He's a psychopath.
Investigators say Hernandez was killed after visiting his coach in Palmdale, but they have not released the cause of death. The case has special circumstances involving lewd acts with a child. So if convicted, Garcia Aquino could face the death penalty.
We are in a country where supposedly the laws are complete. Yet you let this type of man go free. You will not give me my brother back, but he continues to live in our hearts.
Today's arraignment was actually postponed. The suspect due back in court on April 30th. Until then, he is being held without bail.
Man, when I first heard this story and I heard this guy's background, I automatically knew he did this. Something really has to be done about these illegals over here committing these kind of heinous crimes. This sucker was a soccer coach for 10 years. 10 years preying on children. And the school ignored it. To the young man's family, we're very, very deeply sorry for your loss. May you find comfort knowing that this sucker is in jail now, and hopefully they give him the death penalty that he so deserves. R.I.P. to the young soldier. And that'll do it for this episode of Prime Crime Network. I'm your host, Gracious Marlowe. Remember, take care of yourself and take care of them precious babies out there. Thank you for watching Prime Crime Network, your source for urban and suburban and around the world news. Hit the subscribe, like, and the notification bell